Okay, y'all, so we're gonna do us a food review real quick. I'm gonna keep it real fast because I'm busy, but I just have to make a little bit of content for you guys because I have not been making any content at all. So basically, I'm sorry I didn't show y'all the food. I had ate it like an hour ago or so. I had to go get my car jumped because last night I left the key in it, y'all. So I had to pay this morning $20 for this nice young man to come and jump me. So make sure y'all don't leave y'all keys in the car. So anywho, let's do a food review real quick, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the food, some of the stuff I ate, and if I liked it or not. As you clearly see, it says one guess right there. So I tried the French toast, which their French toast is a little bit different than a normal French toast. So most French toast is either a bread cut into a triangle or it's two slices of regular bread. Their French toast was on like a circular thicker bun or something. It was like some type of bun or some type of like, I don't know what it was. It was just like a thick piece of bread, right? Remind you like one of them Texas toast breads, but I feel like it wasn't good. I didn't really like the French toast. So the French toast was right here. You get two big circle French toasts, and it said add strawberry top, which would mean topping. It was supposed to be like a strawberry drip, but she ended up just giving me the strawberries instead of the drip. Instead of me complaining to her, I'm going to complain to y'all because I wanted the drip, but she ended up giving me the strawberries. But I didn't want to complain today. So, then basically, so we did that. And then the next thing that I had was the T-bone steaks, 2 eggs, and then I guess the yellow onion, which was just little bitty pieces of onion that you would put on a McDonald's cheeseburger on a T-bone steak, which is insane. I wish the onions would be like a long onion or a circle cut in half onion, not just them little bitty squares of onion. You can barely even taste the onion on the steak. And then 2 pancakes, banana and strawberry topping. Again, I just got cold fruit instead of any drizzle or drip or anything. But I would say this. She did ask me in the beginning, which one do you want? And so maybe because I had said for the pancakes, I wanted the strawberries with the banana added on. She just assumed that you didn't want the strawberries drip because your preference was that. But if you know the menu have certain pancakes that already have the strawberries and bananas on top of them. But online and on their menu, they don't have the regular pancakes on there with those fruit on top. So I just wanted the regular pancakes. I didn't want like their double berry. They like put berries inside the pancake mix or put like chocolate chips inside the pancake mix. So that was kind of like the advertised menu. So I kind of went the route of like building my own pancakes. Real basic, but honestly, for the most part, it was a good breakfast. So let's get into what I liked and what I did not like about the T-bone steak. So the T-bone steak from the Dennys, and I would have to say the South Beloit Dennys, because that's where I have ate at, as of today, and this is my second time having one of their steaks. It was not really good. It wasn't good, and then even at the end, I left a lot of the steak that I didn't really want. And I just wish I can kind of like explain to y'all how it looked. I could go in my old trash bag and get it, but since I ate an hour ago, I'm not gonna go into that dirty trash and pull out that dry steak. But like, it was dry and then like lathered in a little bit of water with like some type of seasoning that's just not regular seasoning. I remember when I got my food, I was trying to think to myself like, what am I smelling? Because it like smelled Italian or something. Like, instead of just using basic salt and pepper, they use some type of different seasoning that I don't think should go on the T-bone steak. vice versa, just using the pepper and the salt, which was not used. It was some type of herbal seasoning on top of the steak being dry, lavender and water, not an ounce of oil on the steak, an ounce of butter. Like I said, I don't know if they cooked it in water, if they boiled the steak, but that's exactly what my steak tasted like. It tasted like a boiled steak. I'm so happy that I had a gift card this morning for $40, because if I ended up spending my cash on there today, I would have been very lukewarm about it in the tail. So I'm so happy that I got a nice gift card from my boyfriend to give me. But anywho, the steak was not good, so I would recommend that you guys do not order the steak. The pancakes actually was pretty good. I don't really prefer Dennys pancakes over IHOP pancakes, but since we're talking about Dennys, the pancakes was good as Dennys gonna get. So they were pretty decent. You really can't go wrong with pancakes. Again, I don't really like pancakes from Dennys. I love pancakes from IHOP, but again, they were pretty good to be from Dennys. I had it with the bananas and the strawberries. The fruit alone is good because fruit is not bad, but I don't know if it would have been better like with whipped cream or better with the drizzle, which I'm pretty sure it would have been, but for the most part it was decent. Now with the T-bone steak and the 2 eggs, it also comes with hash browns. It doesn't show it for some reason why, but it comes with a side of hash browns. They cremated my hash browns. Every hash brown was crunchy. And who don't like some type of potato with your breakfast in the morning to kind of, blend all that sweet, savory taste together with just some type of lunch type of flavor, and that would be like the hash browns. I love the hash browns. And they toasted the hash browns. Now the hash browns are normally white, maybe a little bit brown. All mine was brown, y'all. All mine was like orange brown, burnt brown. They were brown, like Bobby Brown brown. So I would have to say, that was pretty bad. I wanted to go in and get different hash browns, but because I had a large order, I was like, I am not going in and reordering some and then sitting there all that time while all the other food gets cold. So I suffered, took a few bites of the hash browns, and then left them bad boys alone. My eggs were kind of rubbery. You know how they do at Dennys. They were decent, as much as Dennys can give for eggs. I don't know what they be back there doing to those eggs. I think they gotta cook their eggs in a box. They gotta be pouring their eggs out of a box, because the eggs at IHOP, again, hate to compare Dennys to IHOP, but IHOP is my all-time favorite. Them buttermilk pancakes, ooh, and them steak omelets. That's what I normally get at IHOP, y'all. I get the steak and egg and cheese omelet. Take out the hash browns. They can put those on the side. They don't need to be up in that egg omelet. Egg steak omelet. Green onions, green peppers, or green onions and just regular. No, green pepper and regular onion. American cheese on top, the sliced cheese. And so at Dennys, with their cheese, they end up using the shredded cheese, and I don't really care for the shredded cheese as much as like the square cheese is better. Tastes better on the egg. And then I get my stack of 5 buttermilk pancakes from IHOP, y'all. That's why I can't lose them away. And I love the orange juice from IHOP too. So I normally get an orange juice, the apple juice if I can. IHOP got the strawberries with like the runny drip, so it's the real good kind instead of just the what Dennys call it fresh fruit. So yeah, again, this meal I could have probably ate something different, but again, I don't really see too much stuff on the menu at Dennys that I really care to, go back and forth for. Like, I've had this card for almost a week or two, and I was just waiting on, a day to use it. And when my card had died and I had to wait for someone to come and jump it, I decided, hey, what's a better day to use it today? So, yep, thanks for that gift card, babe. And breakfast was good, as much as it's gonna get. I would not recommend buying the steak. My steak was horrible. I could say so much more about the steak, but I'm just gonna leave it as it was horrible. You would have been better off buying chicken strips, but I don't know if they would have burnt those or crisped those. I know they were back there this morning gossiping and talking, and they were so loud in the back, it was ridiculous. Understaffed, one lady in there, she wasn't so pleasant either, kind of had an attitude because she's working the front counter in the lobby, but mind you, people that was in the lobby, meaning like sitting down, or the dining area, I should say, it was only 2 people, maybe 3. And so I didn't really care for her attitude in there. This morning she kind of ruined the atmosphere and the experience, including the cooks in the back. They were pretty loud and gossipy, and even her was talking a lot to the cooks in the back instead of like communicating with the people that were trying to order. I know I sat down and waited at least 30 minutes before I was helped and asked, am I there to be served? But I didn't make a scene, or I wasn't having an attitude. I gave her respect. Really nice to the lady, respectful to her. So, yeah, I would say maybe you can try a different Denny's. It might just be this Denny's. I don't know, but the food could have been a lot better. Again, the eggs was bad, the steak was bad, and the hash browns was bad. So that was already almost everything. Plus, the French toast was horrible. It was just like eating a toast with syrup on there. I kind of figured it would be that. I mean, it tasted a little sweet, but it was way more butter on there than anything. You might as well just ate a piece of garlic butter toast than them call and get a French toast. And then you only get 2 of those, no whipped cream, no strawberries on there. So basically the only thing that was good was the pancakes today. So I probably would have been fine with just pancakes and maybe like a smoothie, or pancakes and a shake, or pancakes and one of those hot chocolates that I was interested in. But it always kind of rubs me the wrong way to pay for a hot chocolate that's like $5 or $6 and it's just one, when you can go to the gas station and get one for a lot more than that. Like you can go, or not the gas station, but you can go to like, because the gas station gonna be cheaper. But Dennys, they're asking for almost $6 for a hot chocolate, and who knows what that's gonna be like. I also had got a drink earlier, guys, and the drink was really bad, so I don't know, if they had done something to it or if it was just like watered down with the ice. But it tasted worse than watered down with the ice, because I normally have drinks that have a lot of ice in there, and they still taste okay, even though it tastes kind of watery. This one just really tasted really like bland, and it was just something about it. I was like, dang, man, like I didn't want to feel like, someone did something to the drink, but like every time I drank it, I'm like, there's no way a fresh drink can be this diluted and this, like, it didn't taste right. Maybe there was nothing done to it, and maybe it just was sitting there for a long time. But FYI, I would pass on the drinks, and I would pass on the steak dinner, and I might even just pass on the whole Dennys in general for the South Beloit location. But for the most part, guys, it was a good experience. It wasn't too busy in there. The food didn't look too horrible. It was okay. It was well. So if you're just looking for somewhere just to eat fast or just something to do to stall time, I would say okay. But in hindsight, I would have rather probably experienced it at a different location. Have a good day, guys.